Greetings. We're so grateful to be with each and every one of you. I am so glad. I am so glad to be able to come to you wherever you are. And the first thing I want you to know that you are somebody, Earth, and Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. I welcome you to the Divine Enlightenment podcast. Amen. And we come for no other reason than to lift you up and to let you know that He has a divine plan. Amen. And we come to enlighten you no matter what you're going through. If we could, we would erase whatever it is that you're dealing with. But we do know some things we must deal with in order to better us and give us more structure and foundation. So we do give you a way of escape. Amen. Maybe not erase the situation, but to lift your mind to even a higher level in thinking, because thoughts do materialize.
Sir.
Amen. So we must be very careful of what our thought pattern is and the changing of our minds. I tell you, this morning when I woke up, amen, well, we're going to go ahead and get excited, amen, for our co-host, none other than Elder Leonard K. Scott Jr.
As always, a pleasure to be here with you, Dr. Davis and Elder Candace.
And then our second, amen, is none other than Elder Candace Jean Merritt.
Good morning to you both. It's always a pleasure to sit here with you.
We're so grateful. We're so grateful. This morning I woke up with something in my spirit, and I do try to listen, and I mean, whether it be something I want to hear or something I don't want to hear, if the Father gives it to me in reference to others as well as myself, amen, I really try to listen to and adhere to what He's saying. And he put in my spirit this morning about forgiveness, and we often take forgiveness as when we forgive, we seem as if we're taking down from the other fellow. And pride is one of the greatest things that stands in our way. And he hit me with forgiveness in this manner. It doesn't matter whether they've done right or wrong toward you. When you forgive them, you leave them in whatever frame of mind they're in, because
So
whatever
true.
state of mind you're in, therewith you should be content.
Yes, sir.
And one thing that I really took away from that is that we're not really wanting people to do what we want them to do, but you just really have higher hopes and greater expectations for you. You should for yourself first, and then others, because you want to see others to achieve. But we must understand some people are just satisfied where they are, and they enjoy the life that they live. So, our mission is, if you choose to accept it, is to elevate your consciousness above the situations and circumstances, and no matter what anybody says, think, or do, it doesn't affect you until you allow it to affect you, it's easier said than done. But the thing that I'm really taken away from the Divine Spirit talking to me on today was for me to release my own consciousness and to let people go.
Yes.
And that means no matter who it is, because if they don't choose better, then I will lose better.
Exactly.
Yes.
I will lose better, because when you're trying to give better to someone that doesn't want better, you will then lose your better trying to give it to them. So the best thing to do is to hold on to what you are and
That's
what you
good.
have, because you really have to really realize how valuable. What do you think, Elder Candace?
I would just say thank you just to you, excuse me, and being open and listening, and then having enough love for us to share it.
Oh.
And I thank you. That's my comment, because truly that is an area that I have my sword and my shield, is giving my better and expecting people to do what I want them to do. And it falls in so many different areas of control, self-admittance, awareness. And so for you to say that I just say thank you. It's a blessing to me. And my comment this morning is thank you.
All right. Elder Scott.
I agree with everything you said. I mean, it makes sense. Like you have to be able to, I would say, be selfish. Like that's the point. To me, that's the whole point. Like when you're a giver and everything else, you're afraid to be selfish. And there's times you have to be selfish for yourself, because you have to think about yourself. Being selfish is not always a negative thing. It's when you're always thinking about yourself what makes it negative. But you have to be selfish, and when it comes to and you teach that, you teach and you preach that you have to be selfish when it comes to yourself in order for you to even maintain your own peace. Because guess what? It's your peace,
Exactly.
which makes it selfish. It's your peace. That's it. It's your frame of mind. It's not mine. It's yours. So if I want you to have peace, but you don't want that peace, I can't force you to have peace.
Exactly.
Because if I force you to have something you don't want, then that's gonna put me in the same mind frame that you're in, where I should be already maintained where I'm supposed to be at. And also, I thought about how we were speaking about how it's so hard to forgive because sometimes we want it to go back to what it used to be when we forgive, and that's not possible. A lot of times, it's not possible to go back to how it was when you forgave that person before anything happened. So I think that's what makes it hard to forgive too, as well, because so much can happen, and you want things to go back, but that's almost humanly impossible sometimes.
It's just like the value of trust. Trust is something that you earn. You don't give it. You earn it. And then, for whatever reason, someone loses trust. It makes it difficult to get trust back. However, I do believe trust can be reestablished.
Exactly.
I do believe that if that individual that has betrayed the trust really want and value the trust with you, they will work to not prove it, because you can't go out and just pick up trust and say, here it is, I'm sorry, trust me again. But it's a work. And anything that is, my grandmother used to always tell me, anything that's worth having, it requires a work. If you don't work for it, you're not going to accomplish it. You know, and I have an affirmation that this is what I want, this is what I will pursue, and this is what I will accomplish.
Yes.
You know, and the word pursue in there means work. Amen. Pursue don't mean you walk up and grab it and it's yours. It means work.
Yes,
and people don't want to work today. I laugh at some of the people around me, you know, and that is so unusual. That is so weird to me. I asked the Father, why am I yet so surrounded with such the opposite of, I don't know, even the morals and standards of I don't know if it's a challenge. I don't know what it is, you know, but I don't know what it is,
Just keep
but
it living.
people just don't want to work. You know, people don't want to put in work. People don't want to put in time and effort in anything, and the generation in which we're living in, and we just don't want to keep harping on that. But I mean, the reality is that where do they go at with the mentality of sitting? Everything is sitting. Nothing comes to you in a sitting position. You've got to get up and pursue it, you know, and we'll pursue the things that we want pertaining to our flesh, you know. And when it comes to what you were saying about the forgiveness, is that, you know, it is a selfish thing. I never looked at it as being selfish, but I am one guilty of wanting to give the best to others. I want the others, I want you and all others to have the best of life, you know. However, I have to come to the conclusion that you may be in your best. You know, that may be your best. Your best could be the hole full of mud. You know, sneakiness, cleverness, all of those things may be the very best, but when we align it with the word, as much as we are selfish, the word has a criteria for everyone. I don't care who you are, you and myself. If you want this is what you have to align yourself to. You know, and it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter if the mud hole is your comfort zone. When you align yourself with the word, it says, I won't come in the mud. You know, I won't deal in the mud. So if you want to come up even close to where I'm at, you're going to have to come up out of the mud. So this is why I really saw the need for the podcast. We know the pandemic and all of that brought on the Facebook services and the podcast, and we're continuing it because it is a way to reach those that may not be reachable by way of being able to come to service or even know us. But we come to let you know that we are ordinary people and we deal with trials and tribulations alike. You know, but what we found a key and searching for more keys. But we found a key, and that key gives us an ability to rise in our consciousness. And as much as we say that it is about to my own self be true, it is selfish, but yet it is not selfish, because it has to fall in alignment with the word of the Almighty. And today we come to let you know that you can be somebody. And you don't have to be what I want you to be. Just be what the Word has created you to be, and what the Word has designed you to be. And then as reading it, and those of you that teach it and preach it, align yourself with that, because there is your way of escape.
Yes.
There and there only is your way of escape. So it is imperative that you really realize that as much as you live in your world and I live in mine and they live in their world, and whatever you choose to have in your world is what you choose, you also have to realize that the word says, in whatever state of mind you're in, therewith, that's what Charles said, Paul, therewith be content, because you put yourself there.
Yes.
Now when it says content, he didn't say that you have to live there. He did not say that you have to be in prison there, but you have to be content for the moment, because you've allowed this. You've given yourself room and for where you are, and in that, then the word comes to give you a way of escape that gives you a new direction to let you know that you can be better than this. For the word said, lift up your head, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting door, and the King of glory shall come in. Shall, that means without doubt, without fail, and that's not if. Amen. But it is if you do not, and you are not willing to align yourself with his word. Amen. Above and beyond all things, if we need something that will direct us and put us in the right path, and that is the word. Yes, the word. Amen. And no matter what we think or say or do, we can do whatever we want. We can do it however we want. But the truth of the matter is, the Father's not in it. He's not in it until we align ourselves with his word. So I am excited. Amen. I am excited for the Litany of Truth. The Litany of Truth is an affirmation for those of you that may not know. What is this Litany of Truth they're talking about? It is an affirmation. An affirmation is a prayer. It is a positive mind creed that should be used, and we encourage you to use it. Listen to it, not only once, but we encourage you to listen to it in the morning. We encourage you to listen to it if you can on your job, and definitely before you go to bed. It works with your mind, and you'll be hearing the positive words that rings through your soul that begins to loose the shackles, and set you free. So we really want to encourage you to not only listen, but we want you to click and subscribe. Hit that bell. Click and subscribe and hit that bell. Amen. Because we are doing a work not only for us as a Holy Kingdom, Greater New Jerusalem Church, but we are doing a work to reach you. And if you work it, amen, it will work for you. Amen. And we know it. So sit back now and open up your mind. And if you're driving, don't sit back. Keep your eyes open and your hands on the steering wheel, but listen to the words as you drive. This Litany of Truth will take you and lift you no matter where you are at this present time. So we love you as you go, and listen to Elder Scott as he reads the Litany of Truth.
I am on the phone. Today, as I start my day, I received a call. The caller asked me my name. I responded to the caller that my name was doubt and fear. The caller then said that his name is hope and love divine. Today, I have no time for negative, and if for any reason negative calls, I will not answer because I am on the phone. My mind is made up. The only call I will answer is the call of my Father. And when I am on the phone, he speaks to my inner man, telling me that in me he lives, and through me the world will see and know him even if they never come to him. I am on the phone, and I will not answer any other calls, because his words give me peace and joy for my life, world, and all of my affairs. This call is taking me to places I have never been before, and my soul rejoices. I am excited to be talking to my Father Yahweh, and I am looking forward to talking with and to Him all day. For the conversations we are having is not only exciting for my inner man, however, it is causing change in my outer man. I'm sorry if you have called me and I did not answer. My spirit man is in a very important conversation, and I can't even click over to answer, for I know that one click over could change my whole conversation, and my flesh man will then get the victory. I am on the phone, and I am not going to lie. I am not calling you back, for this day my mind has and is being lifted to a level of consciousness that I refuse to come down from. So, in the event we may have talked before, our conversation is now over. I will not answer, nor will I click over to answer the call of my flesh. I am on the phone. As it was in the beginning, it is now, and will be for all eternity. It works only if you work at it.
The prayer of deliverance. Father Yahweh, I thank you for all you are in me, moving my consciousness to yet another level. Father Yahweh, I thank you for your divine truth, and even in diversities, I am still standing. Father Yahweh, I am one with divine mind, and in me now is the workings of all that is good. Father Yahweh, I see in my consciousness a clear path to love, peace, joy, and understanding. Father Yahweh, I am excited for the things you have brought me through, for what I am, even at this present time, moving through, and the things that is yet to come. Father Yahweh, my whole being says yes to your divine will, your divine ways for my life, world, and all of my affairs. Father Yahweh, I give you the very best of my praise in my everyday living, in my existence. As I stand here, I salute you. Father Yahweh, even in diverse times, you have been a way out of no way. And in any of my darknesses, you have been that light. Father Yahweh, in it all and through it all, you are my Father. And I thank you for knowing your name, for your name is Yahweh. Be blessed, be delivered, most of all,